Holy Light, Griffin attack, good game hero. But I just don't think it's worth it. I mean, to me it's like the equivalent of going like Alchemist, Acid Bomb, Fairy Fire, and like Orb of Corruption or something. I mean, it's just like stacking unnecessary things just to fit some theory. I mean, even if you banish something, hit it with if you banish DK, hit it with a level 3 Bolt and a level 3 Holy Light, and if you manage to get double level 3, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, if you go MK Pala BM and get a double level 5 MK in Pala, I mean, you consistently you own. Even if you banish and throw both those out, you'll take a DK to like half-life. And, he just pops the health pot or puts on AMS or so many things. He has AMS, he can pop a health pot, he can just use Invuln, he can just keep his DK back. I mean, there's just a lot of things he can do to avoid. I just don't think it's that good. I think it's a really overrated concept. So, but anyway, how I personally play against Undead, well, it's been changing quite a bit. But like against school users, I like to either push with rifles or tier 2 rifle expand. It kind of depends on the map and the spawns and how my early game has gone and how good they are, etc., things like that. Against Fiend players, I don't know, to be honest, I have quite a bit of problems with Fiend players. I didn't used to. Like when I used to play back when, I used to just totally own Fiend users. But now I have so many problems with like Fiends and Banshees, because it's like, if I go Knights, they possess. If I go Griffins with Miss and Fiends, Griffins don't kill Fiends, and Fiends kill the Griffins. And besides, they use AMS. I mean, it's pathetic how bad. Like, I've had like 100 food of pure Griffins tri-hero against Fiendshi and just gotten totally obliterated. Just by a few Fiends and some Banshees. Just Miss and AMS. So, Knights get possessed, Griffins get AMS and Miss, and so in that situation, anyway, usually now when I play against Fiends, I don't think Breakers are that good. They're pretty much only against Fiends, and really they aren't that good against Fiends. I mean, yeah, theoretically they take reduced damage from Fiends, and they do extra to Fiends, but they aren't that cost effective, and they really don't do that much damage. I mean, they're like a Footman. So it's not that amazing, and Footmans have Defend, which is a little bit nicer, and I think they attack a little bit faster, though I could definitely be wrong. So against Fiend users, honestly, I still like going rifles. I like to, sometimes I may like to do something like fast. I usually almost always fast expand against Fiend users. You can usually pull it off no matter what the map is. And so I like to fast expand against Fiend users. And sometimes what I'll do is something like I'll double Rax Footman, and at daytime and midday I'll just buy like from 2 shops like 2-3 heal scrolls and just keep up the pressure with a buttload of Footmen, taking out Acolytes, maybe taking out their mine, taking out Fiends and crap if I can, stopping them from expanding, and just countering Nova and stuff with heal scrolls, and then later on going rifles, casters, MK, Blizz, retraining to Blizz. Blizz is always very nice against Fiends late game. Once you have a substantial army, especially when you have a lot of ground. And so sometimes I'll do something like that. But I honestly like going rifles against Fiends. And yeah. Anyway, that's about it. I think Human against Undead is pretty scout and counter. If they go A-bombs, you need Griffins. If they go Fiends, you need Knights. If they go Banshees, you need whatever, mortars. You pretty much just have to scout them and counter them, and you just need a lot of experience in that matchup. But that's probably my worst matchup. So I'm a little bit be skeptical of my advice. And that's the other thing too is, I lose a lot, man. I'm not a pro by any means. I mean, I get my ass kicked left and right. So I think in many ways I've by doing audio commentaries on games of me just winning and stuff, I've given this illusion that I'm perhaps a better player than I am. So it's always important to be skeptical of any advice someone gives you, including me, because I could very well be wrong, and I change my perspective on things a lot. So, I mean, I hope my advice helps you guys, but this is by no means the law, and I could very easily be wrong. So I hope that answers your question somehow, Nafia. I don't know. I hope so. Wow, this is going to be a long Q&A. I just did one question, and how was it? I'm 15 minutes on one question. Awesome. Okay. On a side note, just Cross DMing me. Come back, Cross. I never see one anymore. Fireblast asks a reference to hotkeys. I've shown my hotkeys before. I use 4 unit hotkeys, depending on the micro is how I divide them up. And then I put my barracks and my sanctums in 5, my griffin aviaries and my workshop in 6, my altar and my smith in 7, my town hall and my lumber mill in 8, my peasants or my expo in 9, and my peasants or my expo in 0 for militia purposes. And yeah, when I stack 2 buildings inside of a hotkey, I use tab to go between them. Like when I have my altar and my smith in the same hotkey, I'll just hit 7, and if I want to go to my blacksmith, hit tab and then do an upgrade. Okay, this is from Killer Frog. Why Warcraft 3 over other RTSs? Warcraft 3 was my first RTS. I fell in love with it. I know it the best, and I think the only other RTS is on the market that even compare would be StarCraft, which is far too developed, and really I like Warcraft more because I understand it. I think StarCraft is a much better game, don't get me wrong. I think StarCraft is a much better, more advanced, more difficult, more creative, and just an overall much better game, but I just have more fun playing Warcraft, honestly. And another game that I still think kicked some ass, but no one ever played it. I think my brother told me it won the award because we used to play it for the best game that no one ever played, which was called Armies of Exego, which is a pretty good game. I know Rise of Legends is kind of getting popularity now. I don't know how long that'll last, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, it doesn't look like that good of a game. So that's pretty much why I play Warcraft. Oh yes. Why do you think Blizzard gave any the only Tier 1 siege unit? Any strange stats you have seen with an early base race involving glaives? I don't know why they gave him the Tier 1 siege unit. It's funny, I remember in ROC there was, I don't know how many guys remember Crazy Assassin, but he did Hunt's Dried Siege every goddamn game. Every game, Hunt's Dried Siege. So when I heard that glaives became Tier 1, I was like, oh my god, Crazy Assassin will dominate all, but obviously that's just not the case. I don't know why they gave it to him. I thought it was kind of interesting too to give them the Tier 1 siege unit. Any strange shots I've seen with an early base race involving glaives? I think having glaives be Tier 1 is very helpful, especially like double war sieging strategies, like I don't know, against undead, you see like double war pander, double war KOTG and APs in siege, or when you fast expand as humans, sometimes they'll double war and like siege you. So it's nice. Hunts are such a strong Tier 1 unit, and the ability to siege your base, it's not bad at all. I think glaives are a very effective siege unit. I don't see how they're really too disadvantaged compared to other siege units. I think they have their advantages just like all the other ones. So other than that, not that I can think of. I think like glaives are a pretty good counter to casters, especially with that upgrade. I don't know. There are a lot of things. Yeah. Do you like hookahs? Hookahs? No, as in water pipes, not something you fuck. Okay. Yeah, no, I've never done a hookah. I know what they are, but, at least I think I know what they are. They're kind of like the equivalent of a tobacco bong, aren't they? They're kind of like there are hookah bars where, you go in there and you just smoke the tobacco through them. They don't really work like a bong, but they're just like these devices that multiple people can smoke from. They give a pretty pure smoke or something. I don't know. No, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do any of that, but I'm not diehard straight edge. I just don't know, I don't really care enough to do any of them. I don't have any real moral reasons or something of the sort that I don't do those things. So no, I've never tried a hookah, so I don't know. So, and by the way, Killer Frog is a member audio commentator, so check his stuff out. He gave me a nice little compliment, so thank you, Killer Frog.